She's supremely good looking.
Must have been my imagination. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Nunu Sports. Trying to play. Yeah.
I love it. Hey, you guys, this is the part where we're gonna be challenged, but you won't need any of the displays because we're gonna talk to talker. It's gonna be really easy to figure out what's going on with Nunu Sports. And I've already said I have limited time. When you have limited time, you do the best you can. And limited time means you just talk about the comparison of the sports that you're going to watch during March. Baseball season, somewhat. The World Baseball Cup, Americans got ousted. We won't talk about that. 2, you got basketball. Which one are you going to follow? And I'll give you 3, and you tell me which ones, because we're going to try to find out what we're going to follow throughout the month of March. It's going to be a mad month. You're going to follow the NCAA tournament more so closely and kick it into extra and an overdrive. Or you're going to follow the streaking Heat. The Heat. Now, the Miami Heat has won 22 games, and they're about to threaten a record that I think everybody actually really don't even know who set the record as individuals. The Los Angeles Lakers.
Back in like 72, right?
See, Mario hit the right.
That's when I first started watching basketball.
Right. See, Mario hit the nail on the head. I do think they're at 22, can be threatened by 2 teams, possibly during the streak. And that is going to be the game tonight, of course, against the New York Knicks. But, of course, they're going to be undermanned, the Knicks. And the San Antonio Spurs, which is game 30. Will we watch that closely, and how much does a streak mean? Well, I'll tell you what. For all of you guys who follow, who are the players on the streak that the Lakers created back in 1970? It was so long ago. You have to stop and think about it. Or, let me just say this. Will you actually watch the Lakers because you want to see, will they get in the playoffs, which it looks like they are? Or will they get past the first round? Which one is going to have more steam? To me personally, Mario, I'm just saying this. I just think you can't go away from the Lakers no matter what you do. But I also believe this: the record needs to be broken. Now, everybody in LA is going to
Every
turn around.
record needs to be broken to me.
Right.
That's what records are there for.
Right. Now, would it be better for the Heat to break the record? Because right now, if I talk to anybody and say, do you know the name of the Laker players who are on that team that set the record? How long ago that record was set? That was in Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's near the peak days.
Well, no, before actually
Jerry West.
Yeah, before that, because that's 72.
That's right.
I think he had just come into the league.
That's right. And they broke the record.
It was Wilt Chamberlain in this, actually.
Right. So the part that you're getting is Wilt Chamberlain was still on the team before Abdul-Jabbar came over. It was Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, all these cats right now that you really don't talk
Gail
about.
Goodrich.
There you go. Mario hit the nail on the head. Shows you how dated I am.
How about your Pat Riley?
Pat Riley's on the team, too. So, to me, the part that I think nobody's going to really care about as much is not breaking the Lakers record versus the current players that will give it more, I guess, value. I'm hoping Miami breaks the record. Why? You want to have something to measure against the more current last 5 or 10 years, not 40-something years ago. So the goal is will San Antonio stop them? Because if they get past San Antonio in game 30, they're going to break the record. And the issue is going to be how long. Now, Mario, you tell me between the 3, just from what you know, will March Madness with the college swell of teams, because the unpredictability and all that, be more of the story that they will continue to have the initial burst because it's brand new in the sense of the first round? Or will the Miami Heat have more media coverage, although they have no teams in the East that really can threaten the record? They have to come to the West mostly. Or will the Lakers be the carry-on story because not only will they get in the playoffs, but who will they match up in the first round? And they're threatening the 6th position. They're 2 games out of that. Which story will carry more follow-up coverage going into, say, the first week of April?
Probably the Heat, because I think they're going to definitely break some records. So I think that's going to be the number one thing.
Right.
Even though on the West Coast, I think, even though it's not a news story, I think one of these stories will be the failure of the L.A. teams to actually
Get past.
get right. Because I don't think the Clippers are going to do it either.
Right.
As I think part of it is going to be the whole thing about the West kind of falters.
So is it a good chance that the Lakers and Clippers could be ousted in the first round?
Yeah. To me, yeah, totally.
Would that be the shock of in the NBA season?
It won't be it'll be a shock on paper only because it'll be just that it's documented.
Right.
It won't be a shock in terms of expectations because everybody knows they're at risk for this.
True. And right now we know that the Clippers are not performing at the level they were at that 17-game winning streak. They finally knew the next level meant stepping up your defense, and they're trying to work their ways through it. And they're still a young team in a collaboration.
They're a
effort.
good team. It's just that to me they're just not good enough.
True that. They're not good enough, and they're going to be challenged. And here's the part where I'm saying the next level is the coach. And I think I weigh the Heat breaking the record. It will be based on the floor or the strategic setup and the way they play by the coach. And how much credit, Mario, do you give the Miami Heat's coach, Spoelstra, for what they're doing in their recent success? Or is it really genuinely Wade and LeBron leading it, period?
Well, still you got to coach the team. So even with all that, they're not on that level to coach the team.
Right.
And so I think that's part of it. So, no, I think you got to give him credit.
Okay.
You got to give him real credit.
Cool. Guess what, you guys? I'm about to show you something that's a little bit different. Mario did a great job. Okay. If I had claps over here, I would actually applaud him. You guys really don't know how he takes something from nothing and make it happen inside a couple of minutes. They don't really realize, Mario. One day I'm going to get the camera and get behind him and show you when all of a sudden walk in and say, Mario, guess what? We don't have anything right now. And the clock runs. And he sets up the publishing, the pictures, the display, the text and everything. Bam. And how long does it take? So they don't know, man, how you work it. Now, you need to give me 2 days. 2 days. 2 days.
No, but you know what? That's part of the whole thing. We talk about multitasking. Vic, too. We both have to juggle so many things, and sometimes the system crashes.
Right.
Right in the middle of the delivery.
It does.
And so Vic, was able to carry that on.
That's right.
But we definitely wanted to show you this section
That's right.
of the new sports. Because we
see,
care for you.
Right.
We care for you. We care about you. And therefore,
All right.
we like to
Segue.
segue.
So you guys know this. I actually have my sport topics in reverse. I had to go to the last section, which was the March Madness, because it was a talking point. But the first part is a visual point, and I couldn't do that because we didn't have it up. And thanks to Mario, he set it up for me. And now we can go over to it because the word is desperate for redemption. And you're going to understand, and we're going to flow through the photos real quickly, and I'm just going to show you somebody here is desperate for redemption. We're going to start off first. When you say Lolo Jones and you say gold aspiration, how does that relate to desperate for redemption? Maybe it's not redemption, it's not the correct word. But we're going to go down the page, Mario, to the next one and say, wait a minute. Is Serena Williams desperate because of the body? I call it the body, not just the body.
I got to blow that back up.
See, this is the party's going. This is wrong. Is Serena Williams not being taken seriously because her body overwhelms her image and her success? Is she desperate to show you the real Serena Williams within, or can we
come
not?
on and show it then.
Wait a minute.
If you feeling desperate to show us,
Right.
why be desperate?
Wait a minute.
Just show us.
Just show you, right?
We will forgive you.
That's it. Okay. There's a third story, desperate for redemption. I'm going to say this. Gorgos Katitis, I may be killing the name. He's a soccer player with the AEK Athens midfielder, far as the soccer team, and he did a Nazi salute. Now, he's only 20 years old. Now, I want you to understand.
He doesn't even know what it means.
See, now, Mark, you're saying that, right?
Well, that's what some people, but maybe he does.
Maybe he does.
And maybe he doesn't, and
Right.
he's got tattoos, so he's guilty.
No, he's not.
Guilty. Nazi salute.
No.
He kind of tattoo
Wait a
that's
minute.
not saying "I love the world."
No, Mario.
If your tattoos are not saying "I love the world,"
No, you can't say that.
I'm just telling you what's going to
You
happen.
know what? You know what his tattoo said?
It says "Get rich or die."
Thank
Look
you.
like.
Thank you. Now,
Okay, and a Nazi salute.
Who had that on their tattoo? Did 50 Cent have that as a?
Like I said, It's gonna work against you.
Right, wait a minute. So
It's gonna work against you.
here's the part.
Look at this dude over here. He's like,
That's his teammate.
he's like, man, what are you doing?
That's his teammate. Now, let me tell you also, you're going to pick which person really is desperate for redemption. Now, it's kind of easy to
He
look
is,
at.
because they kicked him off the team for life.
Mario-
I thought that was a bit much.
Thank you. Here's the part that
That's
I'm
a
saying.
bit much. Even if you said the N word, I don't think off the team for life is appropriate.
The man. Now, I know you guys are going to get into this because of a different way. The man was crying, shedding tears, and he, based on the report, he's 20 years old. Now, Mario says this all the time. You know, there's some people who don't know where the Pacific Ocean is. Now, Mario, isn't
I
that,
said actually 50% of the American public
don't know where
can't identify the Pacific Ocean on a map.
Right. What
50%.
Right.
That's our level of competence.
Right.
In the United States of America.
Now, here's the other indictment, and I am not saying that we should endorse this, but is it fair that forever moving forward, infinity, that the association of the arm being stretched out should always be recognized as a demonstration of a physical moment that you shouldn't do forever? Will we ever get past that moment where it doesn't mean Nazi or the past history as it relates to Germany?
Well,
and the
sure.
war?
That's the way it works for everything. Once all the people die, then it doesn't have the same significance.
So do you think they overreacted with this guy?
I think they overreacted, but I think that that's what tends to happen.
Right.
And, it's like we said, it's not, everything changes its value with time.
It does.
Absolutely
I agree.
everything.
I agree.
And that's part of the issue. But right now, on this day, especially when you have in Europe, see, they have young, Nazis, neo-Nazi,
that's exactly it.
skinhead type organizations, and for all they know, he's so that's where he's not so bright, because it still sort of identifies himself with there's certain things that are international.
True.
And that still kind of identifies yourself with neo-Nazi groups.
Yes, it does. And we don't know how long this is going to, and we don't endorse this at all, because everybody wants to be respectful, of course, of what that means, and you have to be very careful. He has been banned from all teams in Greece, period. Any national team, anything that represents the country, he has been banned
Everything
for life.
in Greece.
For life. I'm sitting here going, if you have some background on him that says, look, he has a background of showing you things that doesn't fit well with why he's demonstrating.
You have to move to another country, huh?
Unbelievable at 20. At 20.
That's a lot of,
That's heavy, isn't it?
And I sometimes wonder if Rome attacked Austria from the rear, would it need Greece
Here we
anyway?
go. All right, so that's my transition.
Would it really need Greece?
All right, so here it is. We went through 3 stories here. You went from Lolo. We went from Lolo. We went to Serena, and we've gone to our man. I got to give it Gorgos. He doesn't have it. Mario, which one actually is desperate for redemption? I think you already picked him.
Yeah, Mr. Katitas.
Katitas, right?
Georgios. Yeah, if he really didn't, if he really was just stupid and didn't know, and of course, if we were to read his tattoos, we probably would get an idea,
Right.
of his relative intelligence.
Here we go.
Because one thing, tattoos do speak to your intelligence.
It does.
So if you have some dumbass tattoos, then they're gonna think you're just a dumbass,
Right, but but it's like,
now if these are
Wait.
some really
Right.
intelligent and forthcoming, like I said, if his tattoos talk about how much he loves the world and children and people of all races,
How many
and colors,
guys? How many football guys got? I love the world.
but if that's not what his tattoos say, you're just fucked.
No,
You're just Georgios.
Yeah.
You're just fucked.
yeah, Gorgos, you're probably
Yeah, dude.
You're probably gone. But
Change your name and take up a different sport.
and-
Change your name to Ralph
that's wrong.
Cramden.
Okay. He will understand as he get older, because Mario, you know this, in our younger years, we really didn't follow the political side of stuff. We just were players in the
Well,
game. It's not an excuse.
You still suffer. You have to suffer.
That's right.
That's part of the thing. You still get to suffer for your choices.
Well, I kind of play with you guys on this. The person that is desperate is actually Lolo Jones.
Why
know?
you say that?
See, it's a play with words. She is desperate. She already said, it's been reported, I am desperate to win a bobsled gold medal.
She just needs a man. She
Wait a
looks
minute.
like she needs a man.
She-
That's all, girl. You just need some love.
Wait a minute.
You need some tube steak.
Wait a minute.
I know the solution. I think
See,
everybody worldwide kind of, if you were to poll the whole world, Vic,
I know this.
even different races, ages, culture,
Right.
I bet you 90% of the people out there will say Lolo needs the same thing. They might have different ways of saying it. But I think everybody in the whole Eskimos. Yeah,
Okay.
she
No,
need.
nah,
Everybody knows what
don't say
Lolo
it.
need.
Okay, you know what?
Lolo need the polo.
What about everybody? Okay, I got one. I got a counter argument.
Lolo
Counter.
needs the polo.
No. All the people who follow the Pope will probably cheer for it, right?
Oh man.
See.
Don't get me on the
Oh,
Pope.
no.
Please
I'm
don't
just
get me on
saying,
the Pope.
all the people who cheer,
all my Catholic friends are gonna be on my ass.
They will be saying it is so wonderful that this woman is focused on this and not the other species.
I said, what are they doing in the conclave? I said, what? I said, they probably watching a bunch of
I'm not-
videos.
I don't endorse whatever
See,
he's saying.
You should
I
have
don't.
no secret conclaves. It should be wide open.
Okay,
Y'all
this-
don't need
I'm
nothing
not-
secret.
Wait a minute.
Not a goddamn thing
Wait a minute.
secret.
Can you use that for
and
your?
when they get together.
What-
And that's all I'm saying.
I'm transferring
They
this
should at
part
least have learned
to
their lesson.
his monologue. I'm transferring this subject to his monologue. I'm out of sports. I just want you guys to know that Lolo is desperate
For
more
polo.
No, she is desperate to win a gold medal. And the redemption of our soccer player, he just can't believe he's been punished. He's not looking for redemption. He's crying.
He can't believe
just-
he's been punished.
And for a ban for life.
He can't believe he's been punished, but
yeah.
he'll believe it in a minute. I bet you believe it in a hot second.
Well, there's always. Do you believe in second chances?
Yeah, I believe in second chances.
You
I
think-
believe in
you
them,
think-
even though I know you may not get none.
Okay. Well, we understand that.
You may get a second.
I understand that. So all I'm saying is, I think everybody can understand Lolo's plight, but it's not as serious as the plight. And unfortunately, Serena doesn't have an issue at all. It was
That's
just made up, right?
That's right. And Lolo needs polo. Lolo needs polo.